The City Council is supporting state legislation that would make medical marijuana legal in New York. A committee approved the decision February 13th. In the past 14 years, bills have been proposed and passed by State Assembly twice, then turned down in the Senate. According to the Queens Chronicle, the state director of the Drug Policy Alliance, Gabriel Saya, says the fact that it has not passed has everything to do with political and nothing to do with the need or desire of New Yorkers to have medical marijuana. York College professor Dr. Ian Hansen describes the potential effects of this bill.
Who need marijuana for actual medical problems like nausea or it's apparently good for asthma and glaucoma, I've heard, but I don't know if that's to what extent that's true. They'll be able to use it without having to feel guilty about it. I wasn't worried about much of there isn't really some strong negative feeling about marijuana in New York State. It's been decriminalized for a long time. So if there's money to be made, I think it might be relatively easy to get passed, but I'm not sure. I don't know what kind of stink will be made by those proposals.
But Dr. Hansen also questions how the bill could affect the police practice of stop and frisk.
Things like stop and frisk, instead of manipulating youth into turning out their pockets on police command and then finding that now it's in plain view, we can prosecute you. I don't know if it'll have any impact on that, except in the broad sense of if more people are using it and there's more sort of legal acceptance for it, then that practice will probably become even more frowned upon than it is today. So hopefully that will result in better practices regarding civil liberties as well.
Including New York, there are currently 18 states pending legislation to legalize medical marijuana. Dr. Lavin agrees that the bill should be passed.
I support the proposed legislation in New York State to legalize medical marijuana through a registered dispensing facility with doctor approval, with some caveats. Medical marijuana has been very effective in treatment of certain disorders, glaucoma, and to reduce the side effects associated with chemotherapy. However, as a psychiatric nurse, I am also aware that marijuana is absolutely the gateway drug for many persons who become addicted. So there has to be tight controls and measures to prevent illicit use of it.
But Dr. Lavin isn't the only one who supports the bill. York students also tell their opinion.
I'm not against it because it seems as if it's helpful and beneficial towards people with illnesses and stuff like that. And personally, I think that marijuana is more helpful than alcohol and the prescription drugs, because in the news you always hear about people that are on prescription drugs doing things that known people shouldn't do, stuff like that. So I think I'm for it.
I think it's wonderful that they want to legalize marijuana in New York State. I think that they've been slacking on doing that. They should have wanted to do that a long time ago. There are so many beneficial uses for marijuana, so I think there are definitely more pros than cons to it getting legalized.
The bill has passed Assembly and is now pending in the state Senate. I'm Ariana Prendergast.